Welcome to the first video of Gears Then Beers. My name is Bob.
My name is Josh.
And we're a father and son duo, and our goal is to put my son's first car, which is a 2004 Mustang GT, 40th anniversary edition, mind you, that we picked up for him when he was 15, before he had his license. Our goal is to get this out on Virginia International Raceway, VIR. We're fortunate enough to be about an hour away, frequent it quite a bit. We want to see if he can beat the track record.
Track record, yeah. So a little bit about the car. The car is just a 4.6 reman engine. We put the engine in ourselves. It was a crate motor. Is that correct terminology? It's a reman crate motor.
Reman crate.
It came in a crate.
It did come in a crate.
Not a crate motor. I hate to say it. So, the car's main issue right now being a transmission problem, grinding in fourth and second. But luckily, we have a spare transmission laying around. So, we plan to just rebuild that and throw it in.
Yeah, when we bought the car, when Josh was 15, you know, it was high mileage, good shape as far as the body goes. He drove it back and forth to school for a couple years. And then for his senior project, we bought a Reman's 2-valve 4.6 and documented the engine swap. He did get an A for his project. He did graduate, so we're proud of him.
Surprisingly.
So when everybody else was, you know, talking about giving puppy dogs haircuts, you know, he was documenting doing an engine swap. So I'm really proud of that.
And then, what was it, a year later, we got a transmission out of a junkyard. It was a Tremec
TR 3650.
TR, thank you. And we threw it in, actually stranded me on the highway. Input shaft went kablooey and couldn't get out of neutral. So that was a good time sitting on the side of a highway. The second transmission we put in, it ran. It hasn't left me stranded, but grinds in second and fourth along with a noise that drives Dad a little crazy.
Yeah. So the plan is I've got the first transmission, the one that left him stranded. It's on the bench, so we'll get that opened up maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend, figure out exactly what we need to do to rebuild it. I'm going to go ahead and pull the cluster shaft and the main shaft out, and I'll change all the synchronizers while I'm in there. And then hopefully we're not going to find anything catastrophic, and then hopefully we can find parts.
Reveal. She's a little dusty.
A little dirty. Let's see if she actually starts.
Well, here she is. 40th anniversary, 04. Burgundy.
Crimson red.
Crimson red.
Crimson red.
Well, the moment of truth is on us now. And that's how she starts. So we 4.6 remanned, put it in ourselves. All the bolt-ons you can think of, except the turbo. Interior's not the cleanest thing ever, all stock interior, except for floor mats. And this was actually an original automatic, which we changed over. Send it?
Let's do it.
Oh man.
Sit this far down. Okay. All right. Pushing it back and jump starting it is. Okay, go ahead and disconnect the battery. I'm gonna move
So as we expected, it's not going to start up. It's been sitting for about 1.5 years now with everything draining its battery. We have lights, not enough power to start it. So in the fashion of things going correctly, which they never do, I'm sure you guys know, we are now in the case that it's not even rolling, so next best thing is help ourselves out a little bit and check all the air pressures in the tires, just so we can. So, minor progress being made. We have pushed it from right here to there. Now, does not want to go any further. So, what does this mean? We're going to try to get the jumper cables from the white truck to this because it is not going anywhere else. Brakes are not giving us an easy time rolling it back. And once we hit this grass here, it's going to be 10 times harder to push. So, we're gonna try our best, and we've got about an hour to get to our appointment with new tires on it. Woo! So everything's going swimmingly. Tip number 1 at jumping in the car. See you guys after we try this out. This is not how you're supposed to get in a car. Oh no. All right, we're in. We're mounted. All right. Ready? Oh, right up. Hey guys, so our audio messed up in this next clip, but just to explain what happened as we were going to Firestone from picking up the Mustang from the garage is what happened being the front right caliper completely seized on me as I was driving up to Firestone. We actually got to the parking lot where we were getting the tires changed. We were going to get an inspection as well, along with a oil change. However, in this clip, I was explaining that the caliper completely seized on me as I was driving into the Firestone parking lot, and I had 0 brakes. Both front brakes were actually smoking. And later inspection, we actually figured out the pistons were melting. It got so hot, along with the fluid inside the lines was boiling. So that led to us having to call a tow truck at this point. You can't really see anything. You can see a little scarring on the actual rotor, but it was completely seized as I was pulling up to the Firestone parking lot.
Okay. You going pretty easy?
Well, I spun tires when it was all the way up. I'm the one that drove it on.
You drove it on?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, after a little bit of an adventure, we've got it off of the tow truck and now it's running again. We did have to jump box it to get it off of the trailer, but it is now back at the house, which is fantastic. We can start actually doing stuff with it, and evidently we're going to have to switch up what we do first. We had a little change of plans because of the brakes now that we can't even comfortably drive it on the road anymore without well, seizing the brakes up. So light a little bit better, there we go. So new plan is brakes going to be first now instead of trying to do transmission and then suspension. Transmission is still going to be near future, first or second thing we do. However, we do want it to be road able. So that's the new plan.
What, sir?
Bring the camera around back.
Can I, get you some fries?
Maybe.
Coke?
Yeah, can I get a milkshake actually?
Okay. She still sounds good.
Still sounds good. Sounds good indeed. Now it just needs brakes.
Yeah. How about a nice close-up?
Oh, it's a beautiful close-up. Thank you. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
So, long story short, $900 is too much to pay for two brakes. Or one axle, rather. For the fronts, so we're doing it ourselves. As I said in the previous clip, we're now moving to brakes first. And then transmission. Look what it looks.